Part 1. Complete this text. Okay, so Sarah, I see you eat soup every day at work. Why are you eating soup every day? That's because I love to cook soup. So you make the soup. Yes, it's very easy to make. So you cook it and then you just bring it to work every day. Yeah, I just make a lot on Monday and then I bring it to work every day of the week. Oh, nice. So how do you make the soup? What's your secret? Well, I like to cook very easy. So I buy meat that's already cut up, usually chicken, and then some rice, usually brown rice, and then I buy some vegetables. So after I bought the ingredients, I chop them up and I put them all together in water until it boils and add some seasoning. Okay, so you say the water boils. So as soon as the water boils, that's when you put in all the ingredients? Yes, that's right. So you don't put the ingredients before the water boils? No, I guess it's just easy for the water to be hot because then the vegetables and the meat cook a little faster. So how do you give the soup flavoring? I usually add salt and pepper, maybe some garlic, and depending on the type of soup, either maybe some soy sauce or lemon juice. Okay, you put in the flavoring after you put in the ingredients or before you put it in the ingredients? Maybe after, but usually right about all by the same time. Oh, okay. So just put everything in at one time. And then after you cook the soup, do you put the soup in the refrigerator? You let it sit outside? I usually eat some right then. And I also put in the containers for the week. But I let it sit in the containers out of here for a while for it to cool before I put it in the refrigerator. Alright. And so you don't put it in the refrigerator until it's cool? Until it's about room temperature. Oops. Okay, nice. Then how do you heat it up? Do you heat it up in the pot or do you heat it up in a microwave? In the microwave. It's the easiest. Yeah, nice. So you make enough for 5 meals? Maybe, sometimes. If I think I will get tired of eating it during the week, then maybe I'll just make enough for 3 or 4 meals. But sometimes I think it's really delicious, and I know I want it for every day, then I'll make a lot. Well, if that happens, when you make a soup, you can make it for 6 or 7 and give me a bowl. Okay, I'll do that next time. Okay, great, thanks. Part 2. When is Steve going out with Jennifer? Steve is going out with Jennifer on Saturday night. Where is the movie theater? The movie theater is downtown near our church at Pine Street. What is the favorite restaurant and why does our favorite restaurant become favorite? The restaurant is Pink Flamingo and it serves excellent Spanish food. Where's the location of the favorite restaurant? The Pink Flamingo is a building before the river on the left side. You tell the conversation using your own words. Hey Renee, you know where the movie theater is downtown? The one near the hospital? What's the occasion? Well, I was planning to go on a date with Jennifer on Saturday night. Wow, nice. Good for you. Anyway, write it down so you remember. Okay, hang on. Go ahead. First, you need to go down First Street heading west, and across the river, and keep going straight until Pine Street. Pine Street? Okay, then turn right, and you'll see the theater next to the church. Next to the church. Got it. So can you recommend me any good restaurants? I know a restaurant called Pink Flamingo. They make some of the best Spanish food. Sounds good. How can I get there? So from the movie theater, you want to head south on Pine Street, cross Second Street, and towards Third Street. There'll be a parking lot on the left side of the street. You following so far? Parking lot on the left side. And then after that, go left on Third Street and drive east. You'll see the Pink Flamingo just before the river on the left side. I think it's open weekdays from 10:30 in the morning to 11:30 at night, but it stays open until midnight on the weekends. I feel like I've driven there before. Oh, one last thing. Where can I get some flowers? Well, there's this florist I know in a stadium on Second Street. Alright, thanks a lot, Renee. Part 3. We tell the story using own words. The Avenger Sparrow. There was once a dog whose master took no care of him to serve. Oh, excuse me. There was once a dog whose master took no care of him and left him to starve. He couldn't take it any more and ran away with sadness. On the road he happened to meet a sparrow that said to him, "What has left you in a sorrowful mood, my friend?" The dog answered, "I have been starved by my master and have nothing to eat. If that's the case, then follow me into the town. There I shall provide you with plenty of food," the sparrow replied. So the both of them went into the town to find food for the hungry dog. They came across a butcher's shop, and the sparrow said to the dog to stand nearby while she pecked down a piece of meat. The dog did so, and the sparrow looked to its surroundings, making sure there are no observing eyes. She pecked and stretched until the steak on the shelf fell. The dog seized it and ran to a corner to gobble it up. "How was it, my friend? If you still desire more, then come with me to the next shop," said the sparrow. And so the dog received another steak for him to fill his empty stomach with. The sparrow then said, "Have you been sated, my friend?" "The meat was good, but I want some bread now," replied the dog. Then the sparrow guided the dog to shops where she dropped slices of bread for the dog to enjoy until he was satisfied. The sparrow asked if that was enough, and the dog said, "Yes, let us take a walk out of town." And so they traversed upon the high road. However, the weather at the time was warm, and the dog felt drowsy and wanted to take a little nap. "Very well, I shall wait upon that wish in the meantime," said the sparrow. The dog fell asleep on the road shortly after, and amidst all of this, a carter with 3 horses, loaded with 2 casks of wine, was coming towards the resting dog, and showed no signs of turning away. The sparrow cried to the carter, "Stop! Stop, Mr. Carter! Stop, or it shall be the worse for you." But the carter did not stop. Did not stop at once, and cracked its whip. "You make it worse for me? Whatever can you do?" the carter said. The carter ran over the poor dog and crushed him to death with his wheels. "You villain!" cried the sparrow. "You have ended the life of my friend. This deed shall not go unpunished." "Try me," said the carter. "What could you possibly do?" After saying that, the carter simply moved on and left the sparrow behind. But the sparrow followed and pecked the bungs of the cask until it loosened. The wine that is in it spilled out, and it kept spilling out until it ran out. The carter noticed too late, and saw the cart is dripping from the spilled wine. "Such an unfortunate wretch I am," said the carter. "Not wretch enough yet," the sparrow replied. The sparrow then pecked the head of one of the horses. This time the carter fought back and swung his hatchet, aiming to kill the sparrow. But the sparrow flew, and the horse took the blow, killing it. "Unlucky wretch I am," cried the carter. "Not wretch enough yet," said the sparrow. The carter went on his journey with the other 2 horses, and the sparrow crept under the tilt under the tilt of the cart and pecked at the bung of the other cask so that all the wine came out. The carter saw this and once again said, "What a miserable wretch I am." "Not wretch enough yet," the sparrow once again replied. Next, the sparrow did the same thing to both of the other 2 horses. She pecked them in their faces, and the carter swung at her, and just like before, missed and killed both of the horses. The carter said the same thing, so did the sparrow. "Now you shall lead me to your home, or I will punish you there," the sparrow exclaimed. The carter could only go home with anger on foot. At home, he told everything that had happened to him on his journey to home to his wife. "Alas, my husband, a wicked, a wicked bird brought her companions with her, and they started to eat our corn," said the wife. "Unlucky wretch that I am," said the carter. "Not wretched enough yet," replied the sparrow. "Your evil deeds shall cost you your life." The carter fled to the kitchen, sulking as he lost everything that he had. There he saw the sparrow outside the window, gazing at him. The carter grabbed his hatchet and threw it at her, but he missed, letting the sparrow inside the house. "Carter, it shall cost you your life," repeated the sparrow. The carter flew into rage and struck again, missing for the second time. The sparrow was now flying from place to place, escaping the grasp of the carter and his wife. In doing so, they broke the furniture, glasses, walls, until there's nothing left. In the end, the sparrow got caught by the carter and his wife. Shall we kill her now? Said the wife. No, that would be too kind. I am going to eat her, the carter said. The sparrow stretched and struggled. Carter, I told you it would cost you your life. With this, he could not wait any more and said, Wife, take this hatchet and strike this bird in my head. The wife took the hatchet and swung down. Fortunately for the sparrow, the wife missed and hit her husband on the head instead. The sparrow then flew free, leaving behind the dead body of the carter.